Hello my dear followers, my name is Igor, and I'm here to provide you the basics of the Users Portal Release 1. I mean the creation of users, creation of applications, assigning the appropriate access to these users for these applications based on their user roles and the permissions, and so on. So let's just start with the signing in into this users portal. This can be done at the admin sign in URL, something like this: admin sign in. Here we can use our admin credentials, and let's just check it. Let it remember us. So as long as we are signed in, we can see the list of applications integrated with the users portal. You already can see feed importer, MBT claims among them. Generally, the idea is the following. On the one hand, we can create an application here. We can create the appropriate user roles and permissions inside it. Next, we can create a user and assign him one of these newly created roles to this application. And that's all. After that, we can go log into that application, and actually internally that application should check those permissions assigned to this user, and this is how it should work. So let's just start with creation and a new application here. So let's just create something like test app. The link. This is actually one of the parameters that are used inside the OAuth authentication. So by the way, all of these four parameters are used inside the OAuth authentication of this integrated application to the users portal. But the difference is, while the key and secret are generated automatically here by the users portal while creating this application, but callback URL and the link should be configured by this integrated application technical staff. Also, we should upload a new image for this application and save. So okay, right now the application has been successfully created. We can see its properties, and as the next step we should create the application specific roles, permissions, and their relations. So let's just start with the roles, something like admin. Okay, we can see it already successfully created. Next one is user. Next, concerning the permissions, something like manage manage my docs. Manage my docs. Okay, save. Yeah, we can see it successfully created. Also, another one is manage all docs. Okay, so you can see that we have created successfully in the two roles, admin user, two permissions, manage my docs, manage all docs, and right now we should set the corresponding relations between them. For example, it is obviously that admin should be able to manage all docs, while user should be able to manage only his own docs. That's all. We save. Okay, great. This part is done. We can now go to the users and create a new user. Something like, I don't know, let's just create a new one by pressing this new link. Let's just create something like test30 example.com. Doesn't matter, the same password. Let's just check what we have configured. Yes, actually the test30 example.com user is successfully created. So right now we have the application configured, its user roles and permissions configured, the user created, but we just should have to assign some user roles of that application to this user. In order to do this, we should go to the user details. We can see the user properties, and another section, user roles. You can see the list of users portal integrated applications like feed importer, MBT claims, .NET app, test app1. This is actually the one that we have just created, and uh, we are suggested to assign any of these roles under any of these applications. So this is what we have to decide. For example, let's just assign an admin role to this newly created user to the test app1, maybe admin user role to the feed importer, and maybe MBT administrator role to MBT claims application to this user, test30 example.com. So that's all. After that we save, and okay, the users portal part is finished. So after that we can go to feed importer or MBT. This is feed importer, this URL integrated with the users portal. This is the claims, MBT claims application integrated with the users portal, and also there will be that newly created test app1 that also we already can log in to it as soon as this application is started up somewhere on some domain, and so on and so forth. So right now we are able to test only the feed important and MBT claims, because test app1 is just the newly created test application and we don't have the real application running corresponding to it. So let's just try to log in into the feed importer using this um, this newly created user test30 according to this configured role admin. Let's just do it. We went to the feed importer sign in page, and according to the OAuth logic we are redirected to the users portal. We use these credentials test30 sign in, and great, we are inside the feed importer using our username just newly created. And as far as it was the admin role assigned to the feed importer, it is logically that it can see all of the maps created inside the feed importer by all other users. It is logically that if we assign the non-privileged user role, he would be able to see only his own maps, students, and so on and so forth. So that's all. That's the logic. Thank you for your attention, and see you. Good luck.